Eve was so intense about it that not even Shane, 3 beers down, was able to exactly say no. Michael didn't say anything, just watched Miranda with eyes that were way too clear for somebody who had the same amount to drink as Shane, as Eve cleared stuff off the dining room table and set up a single black candle in the center. Claire wrung her hands nervously, trying to get Michael's attention. When she did, she mouthed, "What do we do?" He shrugged. Nothing, she guessed. Well, nobody but Eve believed in it anyway. She supposed it couldn't really hurt. "Okay," Eve said and sat Miranda down in a chair at the end. "Shane, Michael, Claire, sit down." "This is bullshit," Shane said. Please, just do it, okay?" Eve looked stressed, scared. Whatever she and Miranda had been doing upstairs with those tarot cards had really made her nervous. "Just do it for me." Michael slid into the chair at the other end, as far from Miranda as he could get. Claire sat next to him, and Shane grabbed a seat on the other side, leaving Eve and Claire the closest to Miranda, who was shaking like she was about to have a fit. "Hold hands," Eve said, and grabbed Miranda's left and then Shane's right. She glared at Claire until Claire followed suit, taking Miranda's other hand and Michael's. That left Shane and Michael, who looked at each other and shrugged. "Whatever," Michael said and took Shane's hand. "Oh God, guys, homophobic much? This isn't about you being manly men, it's about, he's dead! I see him!" Claire flinched as Miranda practically screamed it out. All around the table they froze, even Shane, and then fought the insane urge to giggle. Well, Claire did, and she could see Shane's shoulder shaking. Eve bit her lip, but there were tears in her eyes. "Somebody died in this house! I see him! I see his body laying on the floor!" Miranda moaned, and thrashed around in her chair, twisting and turning. "It's not over! It's never over! This house won't let it be over!" Claire, unable to stop herself, looked at Michael, who was staring at Miranda with cold, slitted eyes. His hand was gripping Claire's tightly. When she started to say something, he squeezed it even more. Right. Shutting up she was. Miranda wasn't. "There's a ghost in this house. An unquiet spirit." "Unquiet spirit?" Shane said under his breath. "Is that politically correct for pissed off? You know, like Undead American or something?" Miranda opened her eyes and frowned at him. "Somebody already died," she proclaimed. "Right here, right in this room. His spirit haunts this place, and it's strong." They all just looked at one another. Michael and Claire avoided more eye contact, but Claire felt her breath get short and her heart race faster. She was talking about Michael. She knew. How was that even possible? "Is it dangerous?" Eve asked breathlessly. Claire nearly choked. I can't tell. It's murky," Shane said. "Right. Dead man walking. Can't tell if he's dangerous because, wow, murky. Anything else?" And again, Claire had to choke back a hysterical giggle. There was a bitter, unpleasant twist to Miranda's face now. "Fire," she said. "I see fire. I see someone screaming in the fire." Shane yanked his hands away from Eve and Michael, slammed his chair back and said, "Okay, that's it. I'm out of here. Feel free to get your psychic jolly somewhere else." "No, wait," Eve said and grabbed for him. "Shane, wait. She saw it in the cards too." He pulled free. "She sees whatever you want, and she gets off on the attention, in case you didn't notice. And she's a fangbanger. Shane, please, at least listen. I've heard enough. Let me know when you want to move on to table rapping or Ouija boards. Those are a lot more fun. We could get some 10-year-olds to show us the ropes." "Shane, wait. Where are you going? Bed," he said and went up the stairs. "Night." Claire was still holding Michael's hand, and Miranda's. She let go of both, pushed her chair back and went up after him. She heard his door slam before she made it up to the top, and raced down the hall to bang her fist on the wood. There was no answer, no sound of movement inside. Then she noticed that the picture on the wall hallway was crooked, and moved it to stare at the button underneath. Would he? Of course he would. She hesitated for a second, then pressed it. The panel across the hallway clicked open, letting out a breath of cold air, and she quickly slipped inside, lashed it back, and went up the stairs. Shane was lying on the couch, feet on the curved, polished wooden armrest, one arm flung over his eyes. "Go away," he said. Claire eased herself down on the couch next to him, because his voice didn't sound well right. It was quiet and a little bit choked. His hand was shaking. I mean it, Claire. Go away. The first time you met me, I was crying, she said. You don't have to be ashamed. I'm not crying, he said, and moved his arm. He wasn't. His eyes were hot and dry and furious. I can't stand that she pretends to know. She was Liz's friend. If she knew, if she really knew, she should have tried harder. Claire bit her lip. Do you mean she... She couldn't even say, do you mean she tried to tell you? And he couldn't admit if she had. If he admitted that much, maybe his sister didn't have to be dead. No, Claire couldn't say that, and he couldn't hear it. Instead, she just reached out and took his hand. He looked down at their clasped fingers, sighed and closed his eyes. I'm drunk, and I'm pissed off, he said. Not the best company right now, man. Your parents would kill us all if they knew about any of this. She didn't say anything, because that was absolutely true, and something she didn't want to think about. She just wanted to sit here, in the silent room where time had frozen still, and be with him. Claire? His voice was quieter, a little smeared with sleep. Don't do that again. Do what? Go out like you did tonight. Not at night. I won't if you won't, he smiled, but didn't open his eyes. No dates? What is this, the Big Brother house? Anyway, I didn't come back to Morganville to hide. She was instantly curious. Why did you come back? Michael, I told you. He called. I came. It's what he'd do for me. Shane's smile faded. He was probably remembering Michael not answering the phone, not coming to the hospital, not having his back. It's more than that, she said, or else you'd have just taken off by now. Maybe. Leave it, Claire. You don't have to dig into every secret around here, okay? It's not safe. So about Michael. About the way he'd looked at Miranda across the seance table. No, she agreed. It's not. They talked for hours, about pretty much nothing. Certainly not about vampires or sisters dying in fires, or Miranda's visions. Obviously. Shane delved into what Claire had always thought were the boy classics. Debates about whether Superman could take Batman. Classic Batman or badass Batman? Movies they liked, movies they hated. Claire tried him on books. He was light on the classics, but who wasn't? She wasn't, but she was a freak of nature. He liked scary stories. They had that in common too. Time just didn't seem to pass at all in the little room. The talk seemed to keep going, spinning out of them on its own, gradually getting slower as the minutes of hours slipped away. She got cold and sleepy, and dragged an Afghan off the arm of the nearby chair, spread it around her shoulders, and promptly dropped off to sleep sitting on the floor with her back laying against the settee, where Shane was lying. She woke up with a start when the settee creaked and she realized that Shane was getting up. He blinked, yawned, rubbed at his shirt. Which did very funny things when he did. And checked his watch. Oh God, it's early. Hell. Well, at least I can grab the bathroom first. Claire jumped to her feet. What time is it? 9, he said, and yawned again. She reached over him, pushed the hidden button, dashed past him to the door, barely remembering to shed the Afghan on the way. Hey! Dibs on the bathroom! I mean it! She wasn't worried about the bathroom so much as being caught. After all, she spent the entire night with a boy who'd been drinking. Most of that was against the house rules, she figured, and Michael would have freaked out if he'd known. Maybe Michael was too distracted from what Miranda had been spilling to worry about it. She had to admit, Miranda had known exactly what she was talking about. Just not by name, really. Well, Michael's back to incorporeal in the light of day, so at least she didn't have to worry about running into him. But she did need to decide what to do about school. This was already the worst academic week of her life, and she had the feeling it wasn't going to get any better unless she acted quickly. She had made a deal with the devil. It only made sense to take advantage of it, until she could find a way to cancel it. Monica and her girls wouldn't even be after her, not in a lethal way, so there was no reason to get her butt in the library. She grabbed her clothes and jumped in the bathroom just as Shane, still yawning, stumbled out of the hidden room. But I called dibs, he said, and knocked on the door. Dibs! Damn girls don't understand the goddamn rules. Sorry, but I need to get ready. She cranked up the shower and skinned out of her old clothes in the record time, The jeans really needed washing, and she was down to her last clean pair of underwear, too. Claire was in and out of the shower fast, trusting that the waterproof bandage they'd put on her back would hold. It did.